No. No quality options. I tried. Freaking rip. Really, microphone, you're just gonna fall like that? I've been looking at with my pictures from Japan. I'm like, oh. I'm wearing a posture corrector so I don't slouch. How you guys doing, by the way? Hi. Yeah, I saw the Doom. I hate that. A teaser for a trailer. Shut up. Just shut up. I'm alright. How do I look like Nate from Uncharted? What? Daisy's in that pic? Are you serious? Man, I don't know what happened, but suddenly my flippin' right here, right here, right between the shoulder blades, it just freaking, something's wrong. I don't know what's up. I haven't even worked out for like few days either, so it's not working out. Like, what the hell? Must be my posture. I should have had this on all day. I don't know. Getting old sucks so much. Just in terms of flipping your body. Frickin' sucks. Everything always just creaks and cracks and hurts and shats. Oh, I just need a personal freaking chiropractor, seriously. Because they fix me up when I go. It's just not permanent. I'm so annoyed. I saw this one picture and it looked so good and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. life. Am I right? You live and then you die. Sweet. Been a while since I've streamed. I haven't streamed for a few days. I need a recharge, man. I need to go on a trip or something, but yeah, right. Or I need a good old BJ. Yeah, right, yeah, right. Alright, alright, alright. I've never camped. I've camped once or twice. Well, no, I've camped a few times in my younger days with people. Also, it's really cold here. You can't really do that right now. I would not sleep well if I camped by myself. I wouldn't even sleep. Because I'd burn myself trying to make a fire, and it'd hurt, and then I'd go home. There's my camping experience. Man, I freaking walked into my parents' house today. I don't know how I pulled this off. I grabbed the handle. I can't even explain what happened. I grabbed the handle of the screen door and I walk in, and my hands just like kind of, I don't even know what I did. I can't even explain it. I'm holding the handle of the screen door, pull it open, walk in, and my freaking finger just like will not let, I don't know what happened. I don't even know what happened, but it hurt real bad. My hand like wrapped around the handle as I was going around the door. And like got caught on the handle. How the hell does that happen? Don't know. It hurt though. Thanks for the follow. And then this morning, it was insane. I remember thinking to myself, today's gonna be a good day. And I'm chewing my food. Crunch. Bit the hell out of my tongue. You know my tongue biting incidents, and you know how savage they are. Holy crap. I just sat and cried for like 5 minutes just with food in my mouth because I like couldn't do anything else. And then it was just blood the rest of the day. Like, I just got this big, huge gash in my tongue. Not as bad as that one incident, though. The flipping, where I lost like 10% of my tongue. Not that. Thank God. If that ever happens again, I'm just gonna freaking give up and die. Bleed out. Man, I just saw on Twitter. Netflix live-action adaptation of anime series Cowboy Bebop has wrapped filming for season 1. Oh, no. What? Why? No. Didn't Netflix do the flippin' Death Note live action and it was like bad? And they're gonna do a frickin' Cowboy Bebop. The most beloved series of all time. Cool. F my spike up, fam. Yeah, I bit my tongue so bad. I have a picture of it. It is horrifying. I can't find it because my files are a mess, but it's somewhere on my computer of just like literally like a hole in my tongue with like a slab of it hanging. Like it is like a horror show. And I like couldn't eat for days. I just ate like I literally ate yogurt for sustenance for days. Oh, I remember what the file was called. I named it Destroyed. I'll be able to find it. There it is. You want to see it? Oh, freaking blurry camera. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong computer. I can share this screen here, right? I can share this screen. Oh, I'll just hit the replay button. That shows my other screen. What? Wait, you're showing this monitor? Wait, hello? There it is. Look at that. That's all gone. And then that's just giant slab hanging off my tongue. That was, by far the worst tongue biting incident of my life. And the reason why it happened is that year I got my back tooth pulled. One of my frickin' big old teethuses got it yanked. So there's no tooth here. So there's just a big gap right here, and I just couldn't get used to it. So my tongue can slip into that gap sometimes and just bite. And the problem is I don't know what's wrong with me. I have the most ridiculous jaw strength. I don't know why. When I eat, it is like a freaking car crusher. That's me chewing. And it's like subconsciously. If I wanted to chew lighter, I would have to like consciously concentrate on like chewing each bite, because I chew like, I don't know why. My jaw strength's ridiculous, and that's just how I chew my food. So if I bite my tongue with that jaw strength, you can imagine the damage it causes. It causes some pain. It causes some damage. I don't know why my jaw strength is that stupidly dumb. It's like hyena strength. I can't just chew gingerly. And it's like, because I'm just, no one thinks and concentrates on chewing, right? You put food in your mouth and then you just like look at TV and chew or whatever. You're not thinking about chewing. So I'm just like there, and just like freaking causing tremors of the earth as I chew, and then tongue can slip in there and just bite the bullet, bite the tongue. Chad, have you ever had to go to the emergency room, and for what? I've only gone once in my life. I was like 18 or 19. Valentine's Day. Blind date. See where this is going? She bit my... No, just kidding. Sledding. We went sledding. And I'm not very good at things. So I fell on my face. Oh, let's see if I can find the picture of my face after that sledding incident. Crap, what did I name it? I have no idea what I named that file. Man, what did I name it? No, I have no idea how I'd find this picture. Sled? I don't even know if I named the file. I think it's just like 010 JPEG. Man, at least it was your friggin' leg. There wasn't a trailer pizza, it was a teaser for a trailer. And that's stupid. That's just stupid. Man, I can't even tell you how unorganized my filing is. It is a joke. There's no way I can find... If I wanted to find anything, like, I can't find it. And the crazy thing is I've backed up things so many times, I have, like, repeating files so much. Just, like, a hard drive full of repeated folders and files, and I just don't... I even used a program to try and track them all down so that I could delete the dupes. And it didn't work, apparently! I'm still finding the dupes. Dupes the finds. See the most illegal thing I am. You're the most illegal thing you are. Gosh, where is that picture though? Man, I have folders of X's. Why? I'll never look at them again. X's. Like I have multiple. Actually, I do. I have no idea where I put that picture. There's no freaking way I'll find it, ever. Ever. Oh well. What's the show it? What is the old? What's the most illegal thing that you own, Mr. Gremlin? Do you own a Mogwai? Those are pretty illegal. Make sure not to feed them after midnight, or they'll become a gremlin. At least they sing pretty good. Nope. I give up on finding that picture. Thousands of files. Thousands upon thousands, and some are repeating, and then some are freaking porn. A lot of it's porn. Where the frick? Oh my gosh, I seriously can't. It's such a mess. I give up. my gosh, you own a butterfly? Did Gremlin ever say what he owned that's illegal? Nope. He's just lying. He's like, oh, freak, he called me out on it. Barely hear this music. Holy crap, I'm young in these pictures. How did 10 years frickin' just go? How? 10 years literally just went. And they came and went, and I'm like, oh, well, I missed out on my life there. That's nice. Guess I shouldn't have been being all dumb the whole time. Then I could have maybe done something with my life. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopity doopity. Oopsies. Poopy poopy. Poo poo pee pee. I started replaying Prey 2017 is such a good game. I can't stop playing it. It's so good. Damn, that's a good game. Damn, that's a hot picture. Man, I'm a sad, lonely man. What the frick? I have all of Ren and Stimpy. Here's season 2. What the frick? Jeez, I just have the most random crap, don't I? Lord Almighty. It's just folders within folders within folders. It's like, oh look, here's Ren and Stimpy. Why do I still have that? I don't know. Oh, here's a picture Kokari drew for me back in like 2012. Holy crap. Virtual dub. Freaking virtual dub. Wow. That's what I used to use to like convert all of my old YouTube videos. That's old school. Oh, hey, look, I have pictures of my tongue bleeding everywhere, too. I won't share that, though. That's TOS. Oh, that's another bite. That's a different one. That's not even the same tongue bite. Oh, man, blood is just oozing out of my mouth. Oh. Ew, it's just a flap of skin. Yeah, I can't show that. Freaking Lord. I don't remember that biting incident, but I guess I've erased it from memory. I shouldn't go down memory lane like this. It just makes me depressed. Alright, turning it off. Enough. Fucking OnlyFans. Why did you say that? Someone give me discount to their OnlyFans. I don't leave the house, so I don't need to take any weapons with me. How is that an opinion, Pizzas? You just said fucking OnlyFans. What does that mean? That's not an opinion. That's an unfinished sentence. Or you want to be... Oh, you want to have sex with OnlyFans people. I get you. Okay. I'm down with that. Nah, there's nothing wrong with OnlyFans. If I had the body, I would do it. They freaking buy their houses. They buy their cars. They pay off everything just by showing pictures of their freaking boobs. I would 100% do that. If I had that body. Like... It's like... I could grab $1 million sitting there, but I won't because reasons. It's like, no. I'm grabbing $1 million. Here's my freaking boobs. Give me the million. No, I mean if I was a girl. Look, guys do not make money on... I mean, very few guys make money on OnlyFans. I don't even know of male OnlyFans, but I guess I don't look for them. But I'm sure there's plenty of male OnlyFans, but you have to be like very specifically built, or just do weird things on that OnlyFans that please a certain audience. No, I'm saying if I was a girl and I had the body, I would do it. Because let's face it, dudes are stupid. They just throw money at girls on the internet. I don't. I've never done it. But there's so many that do. There's so many that do. In fact, there's millions upon millions that do. Look at OnlyFans. I can't believe. And you don't even have to look that great. I freaking listen. I have a cousin that does it, and she's not attractive at all. She's fat and gross, but she has a flippin' cam show thing. I don't know what she does. I haven't looked for it, obviously. I don't know if it's OnlyFans or a cam show, but I have a cousin that does it. I don't know how much she makes. I don't know any of the details. I just know that she does it, and it's like, who the hell would pay money? She's like fat and gross. But it's like she's a girl, so that's all that matters. It's so weird. I'm sure there's plenty of dudes that live out there OnlyFans. I'm sure there is. Yeah, I guess thick has kind of turned into just fat, and people think it's thick still, so. Well, I mean, all the power to them, nothing wrong with that, but that's not for my choice of preference, personally. Unfortunately, because I live in America, and like 90% of people are overweight, so rip. Like, I don't have a problem with... Like, no one's perfect. Like, I don't have a problem with a little overweight, a little fat. Like, I don't care. But it's like, it's not even that. Like, it's mostly just like, they're just obese. And it's like, well, that's too far for me. Like, I don't expect you to be a freaking supermodel. Just be able to fit through a door and I'm fine, right? I'm surprised I haven't banned the word fat. Well, don't give them ideas. Yeah, Jennifer. Yeah, that's an average girl, Jennifer Connelly. Where's GME at? Oh, it tanked today. Cool. Well, by the way, I get my freaking... I knew it wouldn't be that simple. My tax return. It's like, man, I'm getting a lot of money this freaking tax season. Holy crap. I get a freaking letter. It's like, apparently someone's filed taxes in your name. And I'm like, yeah, I did. It's like, and, it's for, like, a lot of money. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And they're like, well, it might not be you. We need to verify your identity. It's like, what the freaking crap are you talking about? So I gotta go to, like, the IRS website and take, like, a quiz to verify it's me. And I can't do it yet until I get all my tax information first. What the F is that crap? Just, like, just give me the money. Just admit it. This is your L, finally. Give me the money. Finally. Oh! When I send the money, they don't have to verify my information. I send the money and they're like, yep, thanks. We don't care who it is, but thanks for the money. Yeah, it was the state, it wasn't the government. Or the, yeah. Utah really low tax. What? No, I don't even know what's up. Like, I gave all my tax info to this lady, and it's like, no, you're getting a lot of money back. It's like, what? Why? Like, granted, you have to give a lot of money to taxes every time you get paid, but, like, I don't understand this freaking tax return. It's insane. It's like $3,000, man. Like, what? What did I do? Why am I getting that much? I'm, like, afraid. Did something happen? Did something go wrong? Like, frick?
Keep most of what you earn.
Thank you, Leaky, so much for the 35 months. I almost said dollars. Thanks so much for the resub, dude. All my tax return, all the stimulus, I'm putting that all into savings. Because I'm saving. I'm trying to save up. One day the housing market will crash. One day. Maybe. Either my parents die and I inherit the house, or the house market crashes. One of those two will happen. I'm not inheriting the house. There's 5 kids in the family. I'm not getting the house. What is going to happen with that house, I wonder? We're all going to have to, like, I don't know, sell it, split the money. Oh, freaking hell. Man, remember how disastrous last stream was? It's no wonder I took so many days off. Why did I buy these? I had to go to the doctor today to get my refill for my prescription. And I was dreading it for one reason. They weigh you. I was like, I don't want to see how much I gain. No! Granted, I was wearing shoes, had a coat on, jeans, wallet, keys, phone. That adds to it. That still was a lot. Like, that was a lot of weight that I've added on to me. Who'd have thought eating junk and pizza and junk? Who'd have thought you'd gain weight from that? Had a, I don't know what you call it, a gathering on Saturday. So I didn't stream Saturday. I'm like, well, I'm losing this house soon, so I may as well invite everybody over. I'm like, how many people was it, man? There was a lot of people in this tiny house. Let me think. 8 people? Including me? Played Smash. Some of them played Magic in the kitchen. It's cool. I plan to do it again. I gotta leave. I have to leave by the end of at the end of April, so I could do it a few more times. So maybe might as well utilize it as much as I can before I can't do it again. The last time we did it, I hosted, was in July of last year because of the pandemic. I did the house for a year, and I don't even really get to invite many people over all that much because of the pandemic. Granted, I did get 2 girls to come over, so that was pretty cool. Too bad one of them just stopped speaking to me, and the other one didn't. Oh, it's me. I don't know how to frickin' be. I don't know how to love someone anymore. It's me. How do you love? How to be loved and how to love. I don't know. Hell if I know. Be cool though. What are you doing, computer? Stop it. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Okay, stop eating these. And I bought these today. Woo! I bought 3 pizzas for that party. Three pizzas, dozen donuts, 2 bags of chips, 2 frickin' 6-packs of soda. Now the pizza mostly got eaten. There was still a lot left, and I just finished the last of it today. There was like, I ate 4 donuts the night of the party. And then there were like 2 left. Or 2 or 3 left, and I ate the rest of the next day. So like not even that many donuts got eaten. The soda hardly got touched. Got these bags of chips still. What did I buy all this shit for? To just get fat off of. And I don't drink soda that often, so here I am drinking soda now, and it's like, well, I'm one of them now. I've just become one of them now. Feel like and I haven't been working out. Ugh. Just because frickin' I didn't have time this time, that time. It's like weird, because of the doctor's appointment today. Hopefully I can work out tomorrow, hopefully. Look how puny I look now. Now, I work my arms really hard, but the Thursday or Friday, like I was feeling it for days. I'm now doing these workout routines where I just concentrate on one specific body part. Like chest, arms, abs, legs. And I just push it until I literally can't do it anymore. And it like, that will guarantee gains. Like, guarantee. Like, that, no matter what, that will guarantee gains to do it that way. Because I've kind of stagnated where I've just done a routine. Not really thought about it. Just done a workout routine. I push myself, yes, but I don't push it so much to where I just literally can't do it anymore, which is what you should do. I just do it, and I just do it. Okay, do a set of that, do a set of that. Okay, move on, do a set of that, do a set of that. But now I'm like, no, just do a set all day for like an hour until you can't do it anymore with that specific body part. Tomorrow will be the chest. The bubs. The bubbles. The rubles. What are we doing tonight? It's half over now. I played Hades last night and I finally got to your dad. What's his name? Is he Hades? Am I crazy? I got to Dad. I got to Hades. And I'm like, and I beat him. Well, no, I didn't, but I like got to him and I got his life bar all the way down and he like died. And I'm like, oh my, I did it my first try. And he's like, oh yeah, and his life bar fills all the way back up. And I'm like, nah. And then I died. I used the shield. Didn't expect that. I was using the shield. Not a fan of it that much. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my gosh, why? What is that? Is it a knot? Like, do I just need to massage it out? Like, what the frick is it? Just stop. Ew, MechWarrior 5. That game got blasted by frickin' critics. Why are you waiting for that? Did they fix it? I just remember that game got blasted. Like, no one liked it. Metacritic, 74%. Yeah, that's not that great. It's not awful. It's not awful, but it's not great. Oh, for co-op. Yeah, I can see that. I'm pretty confident that I bite my frickin' mouth in my sleep. Kind of do enough. It's enough that I do it in my frickin' waking hours, but frick, I wake up and they're just like my lip, my inner lip. Like I don't remember biting it, but it certainly was bitten. I heard they're fixing, quote unquote, some of Doom 1 or Doom Eternal's DLC, the first one. Apparently they're going to tone it down a little bit because it's too hard or something. And some patches or something like that. I never made my freaking highlight video public. Good lord. It's just sitting there, uploaded, monetized and everything. It got freaking demonetized for a bit. And, like, requested a review, and they're like, okay. I hate that. Your video has limited to no ads because it might not be suitable. And I'm like, well, review it. Okay, it's suitable then. It's like, well, freaking just do that first then. Stupid automated bullshit. Yeah, I think they're actually going to nerf the 2 cyber demon fights. Or the 2, when you fight the 2 cyber demons, when one of them's possessed or whatever. I think they're going to nerf that section. And I heard one of the freaking gates are gonna get nerfed too. Apparently there's a freaking gate that was just ridiculously hard. I don't remember. That whole flipping DLC's a blur to me, but apparently there's one gate that was just absolutely stupid hard. And it was the last gate I remember hearing about. I remember one gate took me a long time. I remember I did it off stream even. It took me like an hour or so to do a freaking gate. Probably maybe even longer. I eventually did it. Oh, I died for hours. Hi, Dwarvikin. I just was talking about... Oh, no, I just saw a picture that you had drawn for me. In, like, a billion years ago. Anonymous Gifter! There he is. Oh my gosh, tier 3! Anonymous! Doing his insane thing. Good freaking lord. Anonymous Gifter. Thank you. Freaking tier freaking 3er. Jeez, that dude. Tell you what, when he starts doing that, I wish I had a lot more viewers. Because he literally gifts every single person a sub that doesn't have one. So it's like, hey, could all my followers come into Twitch, please? But yeah, it doesn't work. I don't remember. I mean, I remember the Cyber Demon part being hard. I don't remember struggling that much with it. I remember it being a pain and hard, but I don't think it took me too long to do it. I don't know. I need good streaming games to come out. Just feels like there's no good streaming games lately. For me particularly. Like Resident Evil 8, That'll be a great streaming game. I wish Monster Hunter Rise would be, but oh, because I really look forward to that game, but I'm not gonna stream 1 second of that because it literally kills my freaking stream when I freaking stream those games. Literally, I get like minus views when I stream that. I don't remember when it comes out, actually. It's not too far away. I don't think it's in April. Maybe it's May. Gonna be May. Man, there's this game I started. I've owned it forever, but it is so fun. It's called Fight and Rage. It's like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, and it's like probably the most fun, like the best. I don't know. It's one of the best side-scrolling beat 'em ups I've played. It is so fun. Ugh. And the chick girl has like these giant boobs that just don't stop. That's not the reason I like it. One of the reasons. Yeah, I got the posture thing. I freaking sit at my computer for freaking 10 hours a day. May as well try to keep my posture in line. Especially when I freaking... My workouts, man, they just freaking kill. I need a freaking masseuse. You should see my setup when I work out. I look like a gosh dang freaking psycho. I wear this. I wear gloves. I wear a belt. And now I'm wearing like a neck brace because just this weird pain I've been getting in the back of my neck lately. So now I'm like just all like just padded up as I lift. I look like a freaking monstrosity. But like it helps, so whatever. Prevent my body from bending in weird ways that it shouldn't. It has helped though, I think. Because usually when I lift, good lord, do I just hurt. It's not a good pain either. It's just this weird pain, but right here. Right here. I don't know what the freaking cause is. I think it would be like, no, my elbows hurt or something. No. Freaking between the shoulder blades. Once I stop doing these 48-hour weeks, I'm gonna freaking start going to the chiropractor as much as I should or think I should. Oh, frick. Next week is my last week to do 48 hours. I might have free time. Granted, I don't have to work these 48s, but they're there, so I should. Like, that's just money I could be missing, or money that I can get. So do it. Just do it. Man, you accidentally click one YouTube video and it's just like, hey, you want to see more of this, right? And it's like, no. I didn't mean to even click that. I can't even remember what the video was. But now I'm getting these weird, like... Well, first of all, I keep getting these stupid VTuber things, which I don't watch. But they won't stop recommending that. You can actually say stop showing me things like this. I should do that. And then I keep seeing these like weird hentai things on YouTube. And they're just like pictures, they're not videos. I don't get it, it's YouTube. I'm scrolling the main page of YouTube and it's like a picture of like this hentai, but it's not like nudity or anything, it's implied, like a girl giving a blowjob behind a wall or something, and it's like all LOL in the description. It's like, why am I seeing this? What the frick? It's a picture. This isn't even a video, is he? What the hell? Oh, YouTube and YouPorn have joined forces. It's the algorithm used to be so good. You remember how insanely good YouTube's algorithm was? You could go down the biggest rabbit hole forever, just endlessly in the recommended videos. It just knew what you like. It was insane how good that algorithm was. And now it's just like, I'm gonna watch a review for a video game, and then it's like, hey, you want to watch this home decor video? It's like, what the hell? Excuse me? But how do you get it wrong when it was so right before? And it's like just broken now. It was so on point. Like, you watch the most obscure video, and it would recommend things completely related to it. Like, oh, frick, what's this one about? Oh my gosh, well, what's that one about? And now it's just like, here's a clip of someone doing something cool in Call of Duty, getting a headshot, like 3 in a row with one shot. Holy crap. And then it's like, dude, you want to watch a cat chase a ball of yarn? What the hell is that to Call of Duty, motherfucker? And then I get these ones. Warning, live feeding, African bullfrog versus huntsman spider. What? You okay? Ooh, I can see why I would recommend you. That's a real. These are weird figurines of Tifa where you can undress them. It is so weird. I don't get that crap. Finally arrived to a stream even when I was busy. Hi, Gaviella, sir. Thanks for tuning in. You want to look at naked Tifa? Yeah, I don't get the... I don't get it. I don't get showing off, like, nude things. Like, maybe as an art, sure. Even then I don't get it. I'm gonna say it. Even then I'm gonna say it. I don't get nude art. Like, I can appreciate a good body, even male. Like, that's a damn good form. I'm not gonna put it on display. And then you got these freaking freakos with, like, big titty anime girls all over their freaking walls. Half naked. And it's like, why are you putting these on your walls? Just fap and be done with it. You know? Like, when I'm done fapping to my whatever I fap to, I move on with my day. I don't keep it on my screen. I don't finish up and then keep the porn going while I, like, browse the internet and play video games, you know? It's like, what the hell? Look over yet? She's still getting banged anyway. let's do my taxes or so. You know, it's like, what the? Why you put it on display like that? I don't know. I can understand you like putting up figurines of like characters that are cool. Like I have Bulma or Launch, but they're not half naked or anything. They're just the characters. And that's another thing. There's those characters, like there's half naked Bulmas. Like dumb proportion Android 18s and stuff, and it's like, what the hell? That's not even appropriate to the character's proportions. So why would I get that? Like, I go for accuracy with my figurines. Like, why would I get that? If you sub, you have to refresh, Gaviel. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's what it means. But you did sub, I see that. Thank you. Very, very much for your sub. Damn, this track's real good. I saw this video, it's so misleading. How my deaf cat meows. I'm like, oh, you got me, YouTube algorithm. And it's just meowing like a normal cat. How my deaf cat meows. Meow. Oh. Well. Okay. You got me with that one. I thought it would be like somewhere like some weird thing, but no, it's just meow.
Oh, there we go. You were right, had to refresh. My sub to you, Austin.
Gaviel Ellisir, thanks so much for your sub. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it a lot. And look, here's some more VTuber stuff. Then again, this is last week's specials, YouTube. This isn't even mine. But mine actually has some pretty similar stuff. Which is weird, actually. Yeah. Oh, you got me with the bird video. This is the bird. This is the type of bird I want too. What a spaz! He likes the microwave. Oh my god, I want him. I want him and I want him. Oh my gosh, there was the best video ever I saw. Oh my gosh. I can't remember what. I don't even remember. I think I saw it on Reddit. I don't even think I saw it on YouTube. This bird's like whistling. It's a cockatiel whistling a tune. And every time the person grabs, like, pretends squeaks the bird, he's like, squeak a squeak. He like makes a squeak so in like a squeak toy. It's hilarious. Let's see if I can find it. That is not it. I don't remember. I don't remember. Birds are interesting. Yeah. I want bird. I'm in such a sitch though, because like I said, I mean, I'm not. Who knows when the hell I'll ever get a bird now? Because I don't know when I'll ever be able to live in my own place again after this. But
Come on. Hops.
I honestly only want one bird.
Come on, step up.
But I'm too paranoid to leave them alone, so I like have. Well, and I'm indecisive because I want a conure and I want a cockatiel. So I may as well get both. But who knows when the hell that'll ever be. Man. Birds. Does this play that one song? I gotta pause if it does. Yeah. Man, I love this video. Too bad I can't show you because of DMCA. Like this. Oh, wait. No, it's not. Whoa, what the heck? I've never seen this reel. Oh, frick, never mind, it is this video. They made this animation studio made this for their, like, I don't know. It was like their first animation they did as a studio. They did this specific music video. Gosh, I love it. What is this song called, chat? Of course you don't know because you can't hear it. What's the song called? Oh, right here. Twilight by Jeff Leans Elo. What? Yeah. Gosh, I love that song. I'll bet you'll get struck for that little bit of music I just played. I'll bet you money I will. Freaking ads. I hate opera. Look, I can't move this tab up with these other tabs. That's because that's Firefox. Yeah, try it for free. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Man. Cockatoos are... They just frighten me. I don't know. There's something about them that I'm just like, oh. I don't know. They're just big and, like, scary. They're like giant children that can rip your face off. If they're in a bad mood. Because oh, yeah. I was just listening to Michael Jackson music. Fuh. You should... Oh. Welp. It was a good final stream, chat. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you've done. An asshole. Ooh, I don't like that. I just saw a bird drinking beer with his friend. Like, freaking die. Ugh, I'm gonna die when I move back home. I'm gonna die. It's gonna suck. Dying probably sucks, and I am going to die. look at this. How about that? Best stream on the internet. Oh man, I'm very excited for Sifu. This game looks so good. Yeah, I just skipped the video on accident. Man, I misclick like a freaking old person. I don't get the mechanic they're showing here, though. Like, you die and then you, like, get older or something? Like, I don't get whatever this mechanic is. Maybe it's, like, just his life story or something. They're, like, getting across. Like, he just has this whole life story of revenge or something. Look, he's like an old man by the end of it. Was that coming to Steam? I hope it's coming to Steam. Oh, well, epic. Better than nothing. Well, it is by the same people that made that one Souls-esque game. Ashen? You know what? I keep getting recommended this video. Fine, I'll watch it. Isn't that like the rare crocodile in the game? Like, there's only one of these, right? It's like ignoring all those horses. I don't think I ever got this one. I don't know why. It wouldn't come out for me. I remember hunting in this area for like 2 hours and it never freaking showed up. And I just gave up. I'm like, fine, I'm done. It was so annoying. I could not get it to appear. And I was Googling like mad, trying to figure out why. This looks silly. This video's dumb. He's just making it chase him forever. Oh, then he killed it. That's a big wallet. It never would show up for me. Like I was hunting and hunting. In the zone, it shows a little area. Nothing. Freaking nothing. I know how to friggin' hunt. I hunted like everything in that game. But the crocodile would not work. It would not work. Pissed me off. And then one of the fishing things broke too. I caught one of the fish and it said I didn't, and so I couldn't catch it again because you can only catch one of them, and I was just screwed. Like, on the checklist, it's like, you didn't catch this one yet, and it's like, I did though. And then I was like fishing forever just to see, maybe it's like glitched or something and I can catch it. I couldn't catch it again. I just couldn't. So it broke. I couldn't catch all the fish. F RDR2. Just F it. What happens if you killed every favored son? What? What is this? Is this a side quest? What is this? Oh, is this one you have to run away? Oh, I see. He's just killing them all. And you can't kill them all because you're programmed to have to run. Okay, that's just... Okay. Isn't Red Dead a kind of broken game? No. I'd argue that Red Dead was one of the most polished games ever to release in a long time. Granted, I was talking about some glitches that happened to me, but it didn't happen. It was just my situation. But yeah, Red Dead. I mean, Rockstar games are pure quality. Like they're pure, ridiculously like you can feel the budget that goes into Rockstar games. It's insane the amount of quality they put in it. And you can tell, because most games, they just rush them in like 4 to 5 years. You can tell their Rockstar games takes like 7 plus 8 years, you know, to make their games. It's just like insane amount of quality in their games. I think the multiplayer might be broken, but, you know. It's insane. The detail of Red Dead 2 is just, it will still blow my mind. Like, good lord, some of the detail in that game is like, they went out of their way to do blank. And it's like, they didn't have to, but there it is. Like, look under, like, a thing, and there's a thing there that didn't, they just do the weirdest, freaking most detailed crap in those games. It's just insane. I'm trying to build myself up to replay that game because, boy, would that play a lot better on PC, because it was a nightmare on console. Like, it truly was me fighting the game rather than just enjoying the game and playing it. The freaking controls in that game are so trash on console, dude. Like, that's another thing about Rockstar. I have a complaint. They suck at third-person shooters, and the way they get around it is just auto-lock. They, like, give up on even trying to create a playable aiming system. They just, like, now push the aim button, and you're automatically locked onto an enemy. And it's like, you're just playing the frickin' game for me at that point, you pieces of crap. Literally, you can press aim, fire, aim, fire, aim, fire. You will aim at a dude, kill him, aim at a dude, kill him, aim at a dude, kill him. You're not even aiming. You're just pressing aim and fire. You're pressing 2 different buttons. And your guy will literally just auto-lock on every enemy that's alive. Me? I turned auto-lock off and tried to aim manually the whole game, and it was a nightmare. But I refused. I refused to play with the auto-lock because I think it's the worst. Like, I'll just watch a damn YouTube video at that point. Like, freaking piss off. I want to play the game. I don't want you to do it for me. So I literally went off of a YouTube guide on how to make the game as playable as possible without the auto-lock. It's like, you gotta turn this meter up here and turn the dead zone there, and then make the sensitivity around this number here, and then just practice, and you'll get the hang of it. And it's like, oh my gosh. And I did. But it still was crap. PC aiming would be amazing with this game. Yeah, I did get ambushed by the swamp people. There's so many, like, the random events. Like, this one blew my effing mind, dude. You just come across a house, and then this whole freaking situation occurs. And it's pretty messed up. Oh. Brother and sister kill their parents. Put them in a closet. Start banging each other. It's great. And then when you find the freaking... Did you find the murderer? Oh my gosh, that situation was creepy AF. When you find that serial killer... Dude, this was like, I was like freaking like on the edge of my seat.
Hey guys, Mr. Boss for the win here.
Flipping time. Hey guys, I'm going to talk about this video because... Like, you come down in this freaking cellar. and you read all this creepy crap, and there's like blood and things everywhere, but then there's like body parts all over the freaking walls and hanging. Freaking creepy as hell, man. I was like, look at all, like, look at this scene. Look at this crap, man.
Get pretty interesting because you can actually
oh, shut the hell up. I just wanted a freaking demonstration. I don't need a freaking narrator. I'm the narrator, sucker. Yeah, and then he comes up behind you and freaking knocks you out. Freaking freaks you the hell out, man. You're like, oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh. And then suddenly he just knocks you out from behind. It's quite frightening. How do you even get out of this situation? I don't even remember. He doesn't tie you down or anything. What an idiot. So you just get him. And then you get the bounty. What a good game. Too bad the controls suck. But there's mods for that. That is a thing about Red Dead, is that they went so out of their way for the immersion factor that they compromised player convenience. And it's like, it can get frustrating a lot of the time. You can't skip animations, man. You want to turn around, it'll take you like 2 seconds to turn your character around. You like press the button and he turns around and then starts walking. It's like, I pressed that button like 2 seconds ago, dude. Like, the animations are so fully realized that there is just such a freaking compromise between gameplay convenience and immersion. And I get why they did it. It's great that they went that far, but dude, it gets so annoying. It's like, I want to get off my horse and go over and grab something, and that will take you 2 minutes because of the animations got to play out. Get off your horse. Then you go over and pick the item up, and he literally bends down and grabs the item or carves it off the flipping whatever, a flower maybe, and puts it in his pack, and it's like, you just gotta watch it all. There's like a video of like Red Dead input delay that's just like, oh my gosh. I said Red Dead 2. Yeah, watch this freaking crap. Watch how bad. Look at the delayed response between him clicking it and then him actually moving. It's insane. Good Lord. He's holding that button for like a full second before he actually freaking puts it into motion. It's insane. Look at that! The controls in that game are so freaking sluggish. It's so bad. And I don't know if they fixed the PC version. I don't know if the Red Dead 2 input delay was fixed on PC. Because the animation didn't even start, man. That was an input delay. And then you gotta wait for the animations, too. It's just like a recipe for just pure sluggishness. Man. Well, the thing is when I play Red Dead 2, I'm going to mod the crap out of it. And I'm going to be like, I'm going to spend more time modding that game than actually playing it. And then it's like, do I even want to play it now? Red Dead 2 PC input delay. Oh yeah, Digital Foundry did a video on it. That's right.
Hello and welcome. Rounding off our coverage of Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC, we have talked about the graphical settings in the game In the case of Red Dead Redemption 2, it's all about that animation. So that's for third person, though, where you can constantly see Arthur moving about. First person, on the other hand, the game, one, controls and feels different, and two, it doesn't actually need to be showing all these transition animations all the
Yeah,
time,
first person
because
actually does
you
play
can
better.
quite literally not see them. In first person. When you have your gun out in first person, it's always in the readied position. It's not actually at your hip. So it has a different latency setup as a result of that. There's more immediacy in the controls there. So for test C here, I have the gun already out in your hand. To press
Are there
the
mods
trigger
for it? Oh
and
my goodness,
wait
yeah.
for the gun to discharge on screen. So that's like the immediacy that you expect in your brain. I hit the trigger, the gun's already out, it should be firing. On Xbox One X, this showcases 435 milliseconds of latency.
Wait, it's still that high?
It's still
Good
that
lord.
high. But that's the interesting thing. This is the first time we actually see a greater difference from increasing your frame rate, because there's PC with, it's still obviously kind of outrageously high. Triple button.
Yeah, that's unacceptable, dude, to have a
basically
the latency
60
that
mil-
bad. Oh wait, K.
Exactly one
What
frame
about
difference.
PC? Oh, there's PC right there. PC's still bad. 355 milliseconds. So PC is still bad. Even at 60 FPS.
So
It's exactly that one frame difference at 60 FPS, which is great, but obviously for that to play better. Otherwise, I'm at a
So there's still
incredible
pretty bad
264
input lag.
milliseconds.
Yo, 120 FPS, because everybody can run their game at that freaking speed. 264. That's a bit better, but
Seconds of input latency doing this exact same action. For at least first-person animations for shooting, specifically in this game, increasing your frame rate dramatically decreases the input latency.
So someday, if we're able to get to say 240 frames per second or higher, we might actually be getting in the realm of a traditional shooter.
hey, I have a 3080. Maybe the game
Yeah,
will play like a traditional
basically would.
shooter.
I mean,
Nah, because I'll mod it so much it'll run like crap. I played it on PS4, so my frame rate was pretty trash too. PS4 frame rate was probably 28 to 30 FPS, so I probably had the same experience as you guys. Yeah, is it CPU bound? I have an 8700K, bro. I should be able to handle it. It's unlocked. Freaking 4.2 gigahertz at max load. 4.3. Man, it's crazy. How many new CPUs have come out since I got my 8700? Wait. Do I have a 9700K? Or an 8700K? Maybe I have a 9700K. Oh my gosh. My brain. My brain. No, it is an 8700. Yeah, I think after I got that, like, the 9700 came out, like, right when I did it. It ain't pretty old. It's like 3 years old. Man, it's been a few years. It has been a few years. When did I build this thing? No, I mean, you build your PC and it's outdated the next week, so it doesn't matter. Does the 10 series have more threads? Physical or virtual? Yeah, everybody's saying AMD. I just don't want to bother, man. You know, get a new motherboard. Freaking. I'd have to get a new motherboard anyway if I got a new GPU or CPU. I hate the chipsets. I hate it. They always... It's like, you can't just upgrade your CPU. Because it's like, okay, here's a new chipset. And it's like, oh, Lord. Well, I have to get a new motherboard each freaking time. I was like, man, I was happy. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be able to, because they were keeping the chipset for a while when I got the 8700K. It's like, dude, I can just upgrade to the next, because it's just keeping the same chipset. Nope. I thought the 10700 was really good. 10,700. I don't remember. i9, whatever. Whatever the frick. My friend built a PC, the absolute best that you can get right now, and it cost him like $4,000. He got a 3090 with the best RAM, he got the best everything, and it was like $4,000. Got the best freaking AMD CPU. And he told me the price, and I'm like, oh my god. The most I've spent on building a PC is maybe like $1,800. He's over there dropping 4K. Buy a damn car for that. I thought you got a 3080. You never got a 3080? I can't believe I did. And the only reason I did, this friend that built that 4K PC, he had a brother that was he had a brother that got a 3080. And then the brother's like, no, I want a 3090. And so he got a 3090. And he's like, my friend's like, do you want his 3080? And I'm like, yeah. I bought it, full price. Like $870, whatever. But it was like lightly used for like a few days. So it's practically brand new. And like, and good luck. Like, even if they come back in stock, they're not even selling at MSRP anymore because of the stupid frickin' whatever tariff. Then there's a capacitor shortage. This is the absolute worst time to freaking buy PC parts. Like, the absolute worst. It's freaking trash. That's why PS5s are even hard, because of the stupid capacitor shortage. Watch how fun this game is. Watch. Freaking watch. Yeah, you got, I mean, it's literally everything. It is the worst possible formula for buying. And then NVIDIA, they like release stuff to make cards not being able to mine crypto, and then already they've already hacked it so that you can. Oh my gosh, it's that turned down. It's that loud. Freaking Lord. Is it too loud still? Let me know how the audio is. Not? Is it? Did the volume adjustment fix it? There's like a billion. The thing about this game too is there's like a billion endings by doing very specific things. Oh no, I need a throwable. Like I need a throwable in order to save that girl that dude has. Like he will straight up slit her throat if you don't have a throwable. It's crazy. I need to let them. Yeah, I had to draw, but you know I don't want it to. I want it to break. I need that throw. I've never done it as the girl I've played. See right here. He's like, come any closer and I'll kill her. And if you walk for her, he literally just kills her. So you have to have a throwable for this part. So that's like one little thing that can alter the ending differently. Just one of the many things. Because there's multiple paths you can take in the game too. Yeah, and this game is like $2. I don't know if that's like how it always goes for, but it was on sale for like $2 or something. I think guys might have made this game. Well, I didn't say Canadian, I said dollars. And I meant US dollars. And see, look, I can actually choose. She says, come this way, and you can, like, not. But I'll follow her. I need to, like, look up a guide on how to get all the endings. Pretty sure the US dollar is stronger than the Canadian dollar. Pretty darn sure. forget they have wake ups. Gotta stay away from them. Ah! You have a special meter too. You can always use your special, but it'll take away health. If it's full, it doesn't. Go! I hate these enemies because they don't take stun damage. You gotta wait for him to move, hit him a few times. Ah! Oh, come on! I hate him. Oh my hell, he heat seeks you no matter what you do. Ah, that's death tape. I hate him. I'm curious if there's any secret characters. There's 3 characters you can play as. I'm sure there's unlockable characters you can play as. I'm sure there are. And their movesets are really complex. Like there's a practice mode, and it's just like a fighting game with all the flipping moves. You can freaking do all these moves in practice mode. Like it took me a long time to freaking beat practice mode because you have to do all the combos it shows, and it got hard. I wonder how they're gonna handle. I did this with a different character Like, she wants to bang my character in the nighttime, so I wonder how it's gonna go this time. The jiggle bothers you. It's stupid. I'm not even gonna lie. The jiggle's really dumb. Like, they needed to, if it was toned down a little bit, then I think it would be perfect. But it's just like, it's a little. Oh, it's the same dialogue. A little different. No banging tonight. Oh, she died. Man, watch this. Watch this twist. Well, I mean, it's not really a twist, but watch what happens here. It's crazy. Just a giant freaking knife in her head. Good hit. I hate this dude. He goes off screen and throws knives. So you gotta lure him so he comes on screen. Bullshit. Throwing. the wake up! Frickin'. Yeah, I don't know why they would pull her out and kill her and not the main character. Let's grab the innocent woman that can't fight us while they're sleeping and kill her. I mean, it's a beat 'em up. There's a lot of story for a beat 'em up. Beat 'em ups usually have like 0 story, so it's interesting. Man, we didn't even learn her name with this character. She tells the male character her name. Her name was Jennifer, by the way. Rip Jennifer. Finally, because on my first playthrough, she just dies at the start anyway, because he's like, don't come here, or I'll kill her! And I'm like, well, what else can I do? So I walk forward, and you just slit her throat at the start. And then you take a completely different route. You don't even go to that village or anything on that route. And actually, at the start of the game, you can run away with all the other villagers that are running. And then it takes a completely different storyline when you run away. Like, you join these, like, freaking resistance fighters or something. It's like, weird. I need to try that route more. I never beat it. See, the story is the mutants are pretty much the dominant species in the world, I guess, and humans are eaten. We're like, they're cattle for the mutants. They eat us. And that's what happens at the start, is you're escaping one of the warehouses. Thanks for the resub, Simply Ted! Thanks so much for your support, buddy. Wrong way. See, here's a different route I can take. The food route. It's just a reskinned me. It's just a furry version. Ow! Furry got me. Ow! Anyway, fun game. There's a ninja dude and then like a really big bull dude that you can play as. Pretty much that boss I fought. I think it's the exact same skin sprite as the big bull dude that I fought, the boss one. Fun. Wait for it going on sale and buy it if you want. There's a lot of unlockables too, like tons of unlockables. Oh. Okay. Thinking it's about time to go shower. Well, thanks for hanging out, chat. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all chatting with me tonight. I hope you guys have a good evening, and I hope your Tuesday goes well. I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Simply Ted, Gavielliser, Anonymous. Thanks for gifting the sub. Elite Key. Thanks for the resubs. You guys have a good night. Later.